In the basement now, we have the Aldi Easy Home fireplace heater. This I have on a Wi-Fi switch. Alexa, turn on tea time.
Okay.
It turns on. It has the flame going there. You can adjust how bright or dim the bulbs are. They are incandescent. The heat output is at the bottom there. I currently have this on low. 80 something, 84, 86, 96, 97, 99, 103, 109. And this has an interesting thing with it. When you put it on high, then and only then will the thermostat be in effect. And what it does is when the thermostat is satisfied, it goes to low. So it never shuts the heating element off completely. I'll switch it to high. There's a switch in the back here. There it is. Definitely a lot hotter. And that should be good. Test this now. $123. It's interesting with these temp guns because I don't think they really give you that accurate of a reading. 205, 211, 219, 222. So yeah, it definitely works and does the thing that it needs to, but it doesn't make it quite to the other side of the basement here. So I have the other Lasko My Heat, and I actually use it on its side because it has no tip over switch. And it's perfectly safe to do that because, as you can see, even if it's sat on the floor on its side, that's where it's going to start taking air in from, right there, which is certainly off the floor. So it's not blocking any airflow whatsoever. We'll go ahead and turn that on. And the temp gun is here. 131. Should read similar to the other one. 135, 146, 175. So this works well, and this is great just for the floor over on this side here where I normally sit. Sitting in storage collecting dust is the Markel heater. So we'll go ahead and turn that on, put that on low. This takes a while to heat up, so I'm going to just stop, let it heat up, and I'll show you. So here it is on low. It has just the one element with a reflector behind it, and that sends the heat out. The camera makes it appear brighter than it is, and they didn't mess around with this thing. 500, 700, in fact too high for it. It just says high. It can't even accurately measure the temperature, but again, that's pointing directly at the element. Yeah, this is a serious heater right here. I have the light off so you could see it glow. I'll then turn it over to medium. That starts the fan. That element goes out. It's a little noisy. I've never serviced it or done anything. And notice how this element is still glowing. That's how serious they were about this heater back when they built them. Oh my. Oh, the smell coming out of this thing, I'll tell you. Let me leave this for a couple minutes to heat up, and we'll get a temperature reading on that. So now on the medium setting, the element there is glowing. The heat sort of comes out the top part instead of down here. So it comes out the top. and it's fan forced, so there is no real reflector per se. And that's reading 400 and change, probably because it is being cooled by the fan going in there. Up above it, it's way too hot for this to even measure, so that's certainly working well. And I'll go and put it on high, and now I have to wait for the other element to heat back up. And now everything is certainly at full chooch, and man, oh man, is that nice and hot. This is probably just, yeah, it's just gonna say hi and not be able to read it, and yeah. But remember, this is pulling, I don't know if this is maybe 100 or 200 watts more than what heaters today are allowed to pull. It is on a 20 amp circuit for what it's worth, but they don't make them like this anymore. They make newer ones like this, but they're not the same as the old ones, and they don't hold up like these do. And even though this one is in pretty bad shape, it still works. And I found this at a garage sale, so that's that one. We'll go and turn it off, and the elements there will go and cool off, and sometime later, but maybe by tomorrow, it'll be cool enough for me to put it back where it normally stays. And then we have the Polonius oil heater, oil-filled heater, low, medium, and high. This is going to just take too long to show each one, so I'm just going to put it on high till the thermostat is satisfied, and that'll have to do. Okay, it's all heated up. 180, 190, 200. What do we have down where the heater is? About the same. This is a pretty even heat that this puts out. Even at the top, we're getting almost 200 and change. So this is a pretty nice heater for what it is and what it does. In fact, it just turned back on, but it's slow, which is what's nice about it, because that'll give a really nice even heat, sort of like an old school radiator, because that's kind of what it looks like. So anyway, that's all the heaters in the basement.